Good morning. I'm so happy y'all are with me. All right, let's find a seat. And remember, you do not have to sit crisscross applesauce. If you're having knee issues or your hips just don't want you to do that, it's fine to sit like this. So do what's comfortable for you. I think I'm going to do this today just because it feels good on my knees. All right, inhale tall. And as you exhale, intentionally bring your shoulders down and back. So think long spine. And now reach the crown of your head up to the sky. And just settle in. Root down, feel what you're connected to on the ground. And as you inhale, maybe imagine, and if your eyes are closed in your mind's eye, you feel your breath going up the anterior part of your spine, up to the crown of your head. And then slowly, as you exhale, your breath is going down the posterior part of your spine, rooting down to your sacrum. So it gives you a visual, which is an anchor for your mind. Inhaling slowly up. Kind of hanging out here like a halo. And then when you're ready to exhale, slowly letting it descend and rooting down, connecting. Inhaling up in the front, exhaling down in the back. You don't have to do that. It's just, a hook. I think that's what they call it, a technique, an anchor for something to do with your mind when you're trying to focus on your breath and your mind wants to wander to your to-do list. Soften your facial muscles. Appreciate yourself for getting up to do this. Have gratitude for your body and your breath and everything you have. In yoga, we have this thing called santosha, and it's contentment. And it teaches us to be content with what we have, that it's enough. So I think gratitude is appropriate every day, but it's especially appropriate for this class. So maybe let your heart resonate with the first thing that comes to your mind, for which you are thankful for. As you breathe, inhaling up, exhaling down. Just a reminder, if you can, breathing in and out through your nose. So we'll keep this pattern of breath as we begin movement. So we'll start with a nod, but I'm going to try to keep my torso with the same good posture and just let my neck move as my head nods yes. Yes to greeting another day. Coming back to center. And we rotate to the side. And gently back to the other side. And forward. Just pay attention. Is it like it normally feels? Is it a bit different? Are both sides the same or different? Hold it to center. And now we'll just let the ear come towards the shoulder, either side. And notice what's going on as you do this, where you feel it. Up center and to the other side. Once again, change. And as you're doing this, if your ear is going to the right, bring your left arm across, keeping that shoulder down. And release, now just the head. Second side, optional, bringing the right arm across. If you, just the opposite arm. And releasing. Good. All right, we're going to do our double chin today. So keeping the torso erect, inhale and exhale. And now we're going to take the head back and forward. Back, let's bring the shoulders forward. Head forward, shoulders back. So we're moving the upper chest and the shoulders, very active. Arms help guide us as we move our head. If moving your shoulders distracts you from the position, then just do the neck, which is like a turkey or a chicken. Moving forward, moving back, moving forward. Sometimes when we try to do too many things, we lose focus of the original intent. So keeping it kind of simple and pure is also an option. Hold it back and breathe. And release. Head to the side, drop it forward. Head to the side, drop it forward. Half head rolls. Gently, with awareness. And bring it back to center. Good. All right. Both hands come up. Reach, reach, reach up tall. Exhale down. We're going to lean back. Open the heart. Bend the knees. And sway the knees. I'm going to show you sideways. Sway the knees sideways. Your feet don't have to be really far apart. Keeping the heart lifted. Remember, when it's colder, you're probably a lot stiffer. All right. So now we're going to push with our hands. Get your feet connected to the ground. And we're going to push and lift up and relax down. Come forward. Notice how far you get. Once again, bend your knees. Push up. Come down. Extend the legs. Come forward. We're not going to our max. Push up. Down. Extend. Lift tall. Come forward. One more time. Lift up nice and tall, hinging from the hip. Come forward. Just see how it feels. And release. Let's find our cat and cow position, which is called quadruped. All right. So find your quadruped, inhaling, extending. Exhaling through neutral, rounding. Head tucks under, tailbone tucks under. So think about your entire spine as you go through this range of motion. Sometimes if we don't think about it, we're just doing maybe the middle or the hips instead of including from the crown of the head to the tailbone. right, let's find it here. In neutral, extending right leg and left arm, holding it out. And we'll bring the knee and the elbow together or towards one another, extend. Remember to keep the navel in, supporting the low back. So we're going to extension and we don't want to arch at all. Let's do one more. Hold it out and bring it in. Okay, so keep the knees where they are and we're going to extend back and just stretch through the low back. Kind of wake up the knees a little bit. Walk the fingertips out. And let's do the second side. Okay, here we go. Left leg, right arm. Keeping the neck neutral, reaching. Exhale together. Extend. Bring them together. Going slow and controlled at your own pace. Remember, we're not swinging. And hold it out. And bring it down. All right, so knees are going to come apart this time, sending your hips back, walking the hands forward. We're finding our child's pose. Remember, you can put your fists down. Maybe shift your hips. Deep, complete breath. Picking your head up. Let's walk around to the side. Either side. Look forward. Look to your fingertips. Walk a little farther and then connect down. Rest your head perhaps on your bicep. Descend your torso down. Let your arms rest towards the floor. Option to press your hips away in the opposite direction. And breathe. Picking your head up, gently walk through center to the other side. Walk your fingertips a little farther. Maybe clasp your hands together. And then as you exhale, release down. Pulling your hands away from your torso. Option to press your hips in the opposite direction. And breathe. Your head up. Gently walk to center. And we're going to shift up. And now we'll bring our knees towards the midline. Elbows come down, extending right leg back. And we'll work through the hips and look back a little bit. So I'm going to bend the knee and I'm going to press the lower leg. It's going to be perpendicular to the floor and I'm going to pretend like I'm trying to touch the sky. with the bottom of my foot. So straight up and down with the lower leg. Knee comes down, then I press up. Knee comes down, press up, all the while drawing your navel into your spine. Relaxing. I'm on my forearms because if I'm on my hands, I tend to get weak in the low back and I let it drop, and that's not good. That might put excessive pressure on the posterior part of the lumbar vertebrae. Okay, we're going to hold it up and just press up, press, little baby presses. Hold it up. Now cross over, up, cross over, up, cross over, up, cross over, up. One more time, up. All right. And we're going to bring it in. And now we're going to shift over to our hips. That same side. I was lifting my right leg. I'm going to be on my right hip. 90-90. Lift my torso, face my thigh, and come down over. So I'm trying to get this left hip square so I get a better stretch in this 90-90. So while we're here, we're going to lift up, and my right knee is forward. I'm going to take my left hand, cross over my right thigh, lift up as tall as I can, and rotate, bringing my right shoulder away from my left, gazing over my right shoulder. Press down with your back left knee. While you're here, focus on your breath. Sit. Okay, so we're going to come back to our quadruped. I'll tell you what, let's open up. Come up to your knees and just open the heart. So I'm supporting my low back, opening up, pressing my hips slightly forward, exhaling down. So now we come and do the other side. So again, I recommend forearms rather than hands. Extend the left leg back, dorsiflex the foot, bend the knee, lift straight up and down. So when you go up, you might, if you're tight in the hip flexors and quads, you might feel a stretch there. Not everybody will, but I'm trying to get my foot to the ceiling, but keeping the lower leg perpendicular to the floor. Relaxing the head and neck, remembering your breath. So I'm pressing up, pulling down, pressing up, pulling down, pressing up, breathing. Holding it up, little presses. So it's not jerky, it's just a very small range of motion. Supporting your low back by contracting through your abdominals. Take it up and cross. Up and cross. Up and cross. Up and cross. Keep going. 2 more. And hold it up. Breathing. All right. So we're going to bring that knee down. Shift your left hip onto the ground. 90-90. So I'm going to lift up tall, come over. So I'm trying to square off. That way I'll get the best stretch. Come down over that left thigh. Now, if you square and bring the right thigh closer to the ground, you're going to get a better stretch of stretching what we were just working. Also, if you take this back knee back some more, so play with the position, find what's best for you. Once you're there, settle in and breathe. Remember, we don't want it to hurt. We're just opening through perhaps a tight area in the body. We've just created some heat by exercising it. And now we're trying to open it, using that heat to help us stretch, get deeper. Breathe. All right, hands come underneath you, help you come up. So find your extension, your length, and now right hand crosses over left thigh, the other hand comes around for support. I'm extending and rotating. So I'm looking over my left shoulder. I always want to take my gaze, my eyes where I want my body to go. You can press both knees down, but especially that back knee, lifting your heart. Try not to do it with such intensity that you create tension. And release. All right, so we're going to roll on to our back. All right, knees come into your chest. So everything we've done this morning is supportive of our low back, as is this position right here. All right, so feet find the ground, draw your shoulder blades together, really press through the upper arm and press through both feet, and we lift up. So if my chest comes up, then my chin is getting closer to it. I don't turn my head to look side to side. I press through my feet and breathe. So the bridge is very therapeutic for your low back and strengthening for your glutes. Inhale. Now exhale slowly, upper, middle, lower back down. Finally, your hips, knees come in, head comes up. And we're going to hold it here just for a second. Release the head, feet come down, press through the arms and feet, lift up. The next time, we're going to straighten our legs a little bit as we curled up in a little ball. This next time, try extending your legs, even just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale down. Hips come down. Knees come in. Head comes up. And maybe I extend and reach. You can extend just a little bit or a lot. Pulling up, working through the core. I'm just pulling my arms forward, stretching through the upper back, the rhomboids, shoulders down. They might want to creep up if I'm not paying attention. And release it down. We'll do one more set. So press with the feet, draw your shoulder blades together, press with the upper arm. Breathe. Your next exhalation, upper, middle, lower, hips, knees come in and extend. Breathe. All right, left leg comes down, right leg stays up, bring the knee in. Right arm comes out, left arm takes the right knee over to the side. So remember with this twist, right now my right foot is dangling. I don't find a block or, oh, I found the sofa there. That's nice. If you can find a support, but if you can't, you always have your leg. So I'm resting my right foot on somewhere on my left leg. My left hand is supporting and giving just a little bit of gentle pressure. My right hand is out and I can gaze towards my right hand. Now what we do is intentional breathing. Notice how it feels on the inhalation. Notice how it feels on the exhalation. Head comes back to center. And then we release, take a total body stretch. Inhale, exhale, draw the left knee in, close to your body. And then the right hand guides the left knee over. Left foot finds right thigh. My right hand is just gentle. It's a support, not a push. And then if I want, the final thing is I can turn my head in the opposite direction. Now we breathe. Head comes back to center. I'm going to bend both knees. That opposite left hand comes over and helps me up. All right. We're going to finish in the seated position. All right, last breath together. Arms come up, inhale. Gathering all that positive energy, bring it down to your heart center. Smile and send it out to everyone else through your eyes and your smile. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a blessed holiday, and I hope that these sessions help you because I know they help me. Namaste.